YouTube. In the shop today, it's kind of do a shop update in this video. I think not a whole lot of racing going on since it's so cold, which I am going to go back and do some older racing videos that I never posted when I was on my YouTube hiatus. But today we're just going to do a little shop update, have a bunch of stuff going on in the shop, and figured I'd show you what we got going on. First thing is this little turbo Z28 Camaro. I did a Terminator X install on it a couple months ago, and he's having an overheating issue, so trying to figure that out. Just kind of working through a couple bugs on this deal. New car. It's a 5.3 liter, small, I think 76 turbo, turbo 400, 12 bolt. Super cool car though. It's on pump gas for now. I think eventually we're gonna do a bigger turbo and E85, and then possibly a bigger motor as well. But like I said, for now, just kind of working through a little couple issues, and then hopefully be able to give it back to him in the next day or two. Russell's car is in the shop, but before we went to Little River, we had put a wastegate, an electric wastegate right here on the cold side, and took the wastegates off of the hot side. Actually just capped them for the moment, but it didn't end up working. I think the turbine housing for the turbo was too small. It created a lot of back pressure. It was down a bunch of miles per hour. So after Little River, Russell brought it up here to us. We redid the cold side pipe right here, took the electric wastegate off of there, redid that piece, took the actual wastegates off of here, and just put new pieces right there, and then mounted the wastegate down there. 60 millimeter Turbo Smart electric wastegate. It's already wired up and everything. We did that. Did a couple other things to it, small things that don't really amount to much. But Russell's car is ready to go. I know he's going to Abilene first weekend of March. I think we're going to put it on the dyno before then and make sure everything works good on the boost control now, since we made a bunch of changes. Went from twin 44 millimeter gates off of the hot side to a electric wastegate on the cold side. Now a 60 millimeter electric wastegate on the hot side. So I'm going to put this car on the dyno in the next couple weeks, and then be ready to go for Abilene. This S10 that we've been working on. Got the rear end finished. We dad built a fabricated housing for it. Just got the third member in for it this week, which is kind of dirty back here because we've been working on it, but had to notch the frame to fit these Corvette wheels. Notch the frame a little bit on both sides. Installed a ladder bar setup for it. As you can see there, right there. Had to notch the frame for the fuel cell, and then cut and modify the fuel cell to fit. Once we get the rear end of tires back on it, we'll have to build new tubs for the bed. Right now, Chris is currently working on putting a set of Willwood brakes on the front of it. So I'm gonna do Willwood brakes front and rear, and then we're mocking up the engine and transmission. These are not the headers we're going to use. We're going to use some tubular headers, but motor is mocked up in place. Transmission is mocked up in place. I'm going to do a rod piston 5.3, twin S366s, T56 transmission, and I think pump gas most of the time, but be able to switch it over to E85 with flex tool if he wants to get crazy with it. So that'll be a cool little truck when we get finished with it. Working on Omar's car lately. You know why? I think it's a Malibu. So much of it's cut away now, you can't really tell. No, it's a 79 Malibu, I think. Cut the floorboards out, cut everything out of it. Doing a 25-1 cage in it. The floor structure is all done. The main hoop is done. A-pillar bars are done. Dash bar is done. And the windshield bar is done. Next, we're going to do this back brace bar right here. And then start on the funny car hoop after that. And then the back section probably first. Omar's got a 10 soldiers rear end housing for it, and then a big block Chevrolet, 540 inches I think, and then a 2-speed M&M Turbo 400 right there for it. So moving along on this project pretty good. It'll start taking shape pretty quickly here soon. So next up is Jack's car. He just got the motor back for it. He sold Russell his old motor, so this is the new motor from Scoggin Dickey. I'm not going to reveal any information about it. I don't know what all I can and can't reveal. So, new engine. We swapped to a different intake for it. Swapped to a new forced induction turbo. Once again, not going to say anything about what size it is or anything like that. It's his deal. We did have to change the flange right here. It was a V-band flange, now it's T6 flange. Had to remake this deal here on both sides to go there. It did both the turbine housing before, fixed the downpipe for it. Dad is currently working on the cold side piping for it right now. So anyway, about done with it. He's gonna come pick it up in the next couple days. As soon as we get this cold side piping done, that's all we're doing to it. And then he's taking it back and a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of wiring, it'll be ready to go. This is the S10 that we're building for Peyton to get out of her junior dragster. As you can see, we got the motor and transmission in it. Headers are on it. The radiator, water pump, everything like that is mounted, waiting on the fuel system parts to come in. As soon as the fuel system parts come in, we can finish it up and fire it up. Also waiting on some spark plugs and other odds and ends. But it's a 365, trick flow headed 365. It has a turbo camshaft in it. This is actually the motor that was in my car originally. And then we swapped it in sometime last year when we had crank issues with the 427. And then we also threw it in Alexis's car when she hurt her motor on the Dragon Drive. So this will be a pretty cool little deal. Super Victor intake, 4150 throttle body. Gonna do some nitrous to start with. Right now it's pretty gutted. There's nothing in it but a passenger seat. But I have a parts truck, and we're gonna do door panels, roll up and down windows, factory windshield, fiberglass dash. Gonna put carpet back in it, and gonna do two front seats. Currently it's all wired, ready to go. The only thing that it needs is fuel system, and we can fire it up and hopefully get to the track pretty soon. So really excited about that. Really excited to get Peyton out of the junior dragster and into a full-size car. Like I said, Peyton Jr. is for sale currently. Very good car. It runs well. It's a Rhino 2, 3 5/8 motor, and a shockwave clutch. Blossom just freshened it 30 passes ago. She's won a bunch of stuff in it, run it up and a bunch of stuff in it. And it's been a very good car for us. Just time for us to move on. That's pretty much everything in the shop currently. Russell's car is finished. It's about to go home. As soon as he gets up here to pick it up, it's going home with him. And then Jack's car will be done either today or possibly tomorrow, if at the latest. So he'll be here to pick it up in the next day or two as well. Both those cars will be gone. And this trailer right here is Eli's Regal that we did a cage in. I don't think I've posted updates on that, but I have a bunch of pictures and videos, so I'll go ahead and post those in here. We did a 850 cage with a 25.5 floor structure in it. There was a bunch of issues with the back half of the car, so we built some frame rails, built some torque boxes to go in it, upper lower torque boxes for it, redid the back half on it and everything like that. So it's a cool car. We're actually going to finish it, the fab work anyway. I'm going to put a motor and transmission, turbo kit, all that cool stuff in it. So when we make more progress on it, I'll bring it up again. But for now, here's pictures and videos of everything. And then what else? My car, we pulled the transmission out of it, sold it, actually raffled it off. Car's running really good. What better time than now to tear it apart?
What? What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
And change a bunch of stuff before the season starts again. But we are putting a 2-speed turbo 400 in it. I'm actually going to attempt to build it myself.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
With the help of my father-in-law, Richie. And Pete Nichols is helping me behind the scenes. And then Jack is also helping behind the scenes with getting parts and different intricacies with the turbo 400 here and there. But I'm gonna go work on that, I think tomorrow or Sunday. I'm gonna pull my core apart and start assembling my new turbo 400. I think that's it. I'm gonna do, like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to do some videos from events past, some footage that I never put into YouTube because I was taking a break from it or whatever for a while. While we're not racing, I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to, I think I'm going to do an interview series with, I think I'm going to start with my dad. I'm going to do Jack, probably Russell, my sister, probably Peyton, may even do one with Richie. That would be cool. So if you guys have any questions that you want me to ask to any of the people, just drop them in the comments below, and we're going to get that done. As soon as this video is over, I'm going to start working on the interview series. So, but anyway, thank you guys for all of the love in the past couple of videos. Like, share, subscribe, send this to all your friends, all 6 of them probably. But yeah, so I'm going to end this off here for now, and then I'll see you guys on the next video.